Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, and hey, what's up if you're new here? Today I'm filming a little get ready with me. Keep watching if you'd like to see what products I use, just more details on my makeup, hair, or outfit. Good morning. I'm going to say this right now. I keep putting off this video because I've been wanting to do a get ready with me when it's like daylight, when I have natural light shining through, but that is just not realistic right now. And I decided I can do another get ready with me on a day like that. But a day like today, it's early, I'm getting ready for work. We're gonna go through with this get ready routine and I'm gonna just share it with you because I've been wanting to do this and I think they're fun to share. And if you're not interested, that's okay. But I know some of you out there are interested in the little get ready with me or just watching makeup routines, hair routines, things like that. Keep watching if you want to get ready with me. I am a full-time teacher, special education teacher here in Minnesota. We are in the winter months. It is early February. Today we have a temperature of -14 degrees Fahrenheit, a high of 1 degree with a wind chill that feels like -29 degrees. So that's the climate we're working with. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to talk you through the products I use, and I think that'll be the focus. I probably won't share every single little detail of me applying all the items, but I really wanted to share what I'm using right now. Starting out, this has changed things for me. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion, and it is a natural glow enhancer. I use 901 Fair Glow, and this has been the missing piece for me these winter months. I watched, I think it's, who was it? It might have been Whitney Simmons. No, not Whitney Simmons. No, it's this other new girl. I can't even think of her first name. Alana? I'll go ahead and pop up her name somewhere on the screen, but she mentioned using this in the winter months. Yes. Okay, she lives in Canada. So I was like, hey, I'll give this a go because it sounded like her skin was similar to mine as far as like dryness and texture, whatever. And she said this changed things for her. And I was a little hesitant about using it just because my skin can be pretty sensitive. I was just a little hesitant, but I tried it out on a weekend and just monitored how my skin reacted. And I can happily say it responded well. And I feel like this stuff has just added that little extra glow that I've needed. And my foundation and everything is just sitting so much better on my skin. I love it. At first I was only doing little bits of it, like I would just put it on my cheekbones, but I've started to just put it all over. I don't have to worry about like looking too like oily or anything because I'm trying to actually look glowy because my skin looks so like dead and dying. So I'll take any shine I can get. All right, that's gonna sit in for a little bit. In the winter months, I go for full coverage all the way. I'm using Milani Conceal and Perfect, and I combine this with my CoverGirl Plus Olay Simply Ageless. The shades I have are, for Milani is in Ivory, and then CoverGirl is 232 Nude Beige. I'm not going to sit here and say that these are my perfect shades. I'm trying to use these up, so I don't have much left to go, and I've worked out a combination of both to look fine on my skin. Like I said, I don't think it's the perfect match, but it's working for now, and we're just gonna go with it. I'm grabbing my It Cosmetics brush. It's a dual-ended. We have the all-over side and the precision brush. I use this side mainly for my concealer. With my Milani, we're gonna do almost a full pump, and then my CoverGirl, we're just gonna go, I like to go right in the center and just do like a little squirt. Ugh. We're just gonna kind of spread it out little bits all over and get that all blended in. Blended out, whichever. All right, I'm almost done blending, and then I'll go in with my concealer. This one's by e.l.f. It is the Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I love this stuff. I have the color Fair Beige. This was getting hyped up for, let's see, I think I saw it being used as like a concealer, but then people were getting like a shade that would look like a bronzing color on their skin. So I saw it mainly being used for that. I heard it mentioned again for someone I follow who has similar skin to me, like it's a little more dry combination, and they mention it using it for their concealer, and I'm like, okay, let's give it a go. And sure enough, it is hydrating. It has good coverage too, which is also important to me. I think every time I do this, so I did it again, I think I put way too much on. So I'm gonna just kind of spread it out. I really only need a little dot to like cover my under eye there, but I put some in the inner corner, and then as you saw, I put a little over here, which I didn't really even need. I'm gonna work on blending this all out, and then I'll go in with my Airspun powder. I've talked about this for ages. We're getting close to the bottom, you guys. I've been using this forever. It's in the shade Translucent, extra coverage. I'm just gonna dab a little bit. I bake a little bit under my eyes, meaning I put some more of an excess on, I pat it on, and then I'll kind of swipe it off later, just for my under eyes, to kind of help set everything in place there. So, all right, I'm gonna work on getting this concealer all spread out, add a little bit of powder, and then we'll be on to the eyebrows. I keep going back and forth on this lighting, and I'm watching myself film, and I'm reviewing clips, and I'm like, this lighting is so artificial. I don't like it. I kind of look like a ghosty, I don't know. This is the setup I have, and if I continue to make excuses like that, saying, oh, I'm gonna wait to film only under certain circumstances, then I'm never gonna have content to put up and to share with you guys. I need to just get over that. So here's a step in the right direction. I think we're just going for it. This is what we're working with. I've been wanting to share a little get ready with me, talk you through the products I've used. Some of them have changed, some of them are still the same, as you'll see, but no more excuses. I'm gonna keep filming even when the circumstances may not be ideal. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna call it good, and I need to keep in mind getting ready for work. I have to stay on schedule here, or I can get way behind. We don't want to have a day like that. Tiniest bit of concealer. I'm using my little beauty blender puff, taking a little bit, and we're just gonna put that under each eye. Not super heavy, but enough that you can tell there's a little bit resting underneath. And then I've been just setting my eyelids with this too. It's just a little step I've added. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil is my go-to. Maybe you have a brow product that has already rocked your world. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. Keep using it. But this, to me, is unmatched. And not to say there aren't other awesome eyebrow products. I know that there are, but I haven't had to try them because I'm so satisfied with this one. It is in the color taupe. My hair color is technically like a light brown. My eyebrow hairs are pretty dark. I don't think they're I always want to say they're black. They're probably more just like a dark brown. So I like to use this taupe color because it adds a little more warmth, like that brown color that is in the hair on my head, and it just, I think, ties everything together so well. So with this, I just kind of like to get the tail of it pretty straight, and then I shape it a little bit around here. And I feel like whenever I talk through doing my brows, I never do them how I normally do. So I'm trying to just ignore the fact that I'm filming, and then hopefully I'll just be able to do my normal approach. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And then I'll kind of go in and fill things in a little bit more, but kind of subtle just to give it a little more definition. And I fill it in a little bit. I would pluck my eyebrows like crazy, and I would trim them, and I just stopped doing that. I don't know how many years ago now, it's been a while. I feel like having a more natural brow, even though here I am filling them in a little bit and shaping them, defining them, But I went through many phases, as I'm sure we all did, of just experimenting, like with the super big brow, super thin. I think my sister, my oldest sister, I remember her like plucking her eyebrows. She has dark hair. She also has dark eyebrows. I think I remember her just plucking hers, and I'm like, oh, I gotta do that now. Now I'm just working on brushing them out, and I don't want to take too much. Trying to keep it a little more natural looking, not super like thin, not super thick, letting it be just an eyebrow. I feel like I've been able to achieve that these days, in my opinion. Okay, we have a little bit of that powder sitting underneath. I'm grabbing a Real Techniques brush. This is the powder brush, and I've been using it solely just to kind of swipe away that extra powder and then set a little bit around. I've already shared that my skin is a little more on the dry side, so I don't want to put too much powder. I don't need a whole lot. This has become my palette for the winter months as far as eyeshadow goes. This is the Midnight Dune by Morphe. In the summertime, my go-to palette is Morphe 2 in Malibu. I use these shades all summer long. Wintertime, this is the palette, what it looks like. Just super pretty. I tend to use this one. I like to use for my crease shade, or sometimes I'll use my bronzer. But just to put a little bit in the crease. I am getting ready for work, I think I've maybe mentioned, so trying to keep on schedule here and not talk too much. So I like to just sweep a little bit of that into the crease. I use a little brush kit I got from Eco Tools. This is the angled crease brush. And then I'm grabbing another brush by Eco Tools that was in that kit. This is the accent shadow brush. It's just more of a flat. And I'm going to take this middle brown color, keeping it darkest on the outer corner, and then kind of just sweeping it in, doing that on both sides. I do like to use lots of like browns, you'll notice, on my eyes. Eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, it's all brown. It's a little messy with the application, but that's okay. I have a Jumbo NYX. This is a multi-use face stick technically. I've actually been using this on my eye. So inner corner to about the middle, I just swipe it on like this. I make sure the lid is pretty much covered, and I go like halfway, and I pretty much line it up with wherever I put that shadow, and then I'm just gonna blend it with my finger, blend it together with that darker shadow. Lots of blending involved. Going back in with this angled crease to bring some of that darker color up here. And that's pretty much for the eyelid. As far as shadows go, I'm taking this same little flat brush with that brown shade. Sometimes I put a little more on, sometimes I don't need to, but I like to just pull it on the lower lash line, keeping it out in the outer corner to match what I put on the upper lid, just to add a little more definition to the eyes. Eyeshadows are done. I'm saving eyeliner and mascara for my last step. All right, this was a product that I was influenced to purchase by Whitney Simmons. She shared the Milani blush and a bronzer that she also uses. I don't use the bronzer at this moment, but I thought this blush color was really nice. And I forgot that I already have a Milani blush, but this is more of a summer shade in my opinion. This is Coral Crush, and then the one I've been using for the winter is Nude Kiss. I love how this looks. It's a cream blush. I think it was Whitney Simmons, who does have dry skin, that she's shared about. She just loves how the cream products have worked on her skin, and whenever I see her film videos whenever she has her makeup on, I'm like, her skin is so pretty, it's glowy. And then sure enough, she shared some of her like makeup favorites, and this was one of them. So I jumped on it. I said, let's give it a go. And I love it. And you just need a little bit. Sometimes I'll overdo it. What is it called? Blush blindness, where I put so much on and I don't realize how much I am. Is all you need. And I'm using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the color, I think it's just called, I don't know, just bronzer. And then I'm using a tapered cheek brush. For the blush, I use a blush brush from It Cosmetics. And then this tapered cheek brush is what I use for my like bronzing color contouring. I use my bronzer to contour parts of my face. This brush is by Real Techniques. So I'm just adding a little bit of this on the perimeter of my face. Try not to go too heavy because it is January. And no, what am I saying? It's February, but it's so cold out. It is in the middle of the winter, and I can't try and act like I am sun-kissed in any way. I try to act like I am, but we all know it would be fake. Anyways, just trying to add a little bit of life back to my face. So do like under my cheekbones. We're gonna call that good. Last steps. More e.l.f. products. This is the No Budge retractable eyeliner, and I use the color Coffee. And I take this on the outer, maybe third of my eye. No, probably the outer half, more like it. I just line the upper lid or the upper lash line. Something about having it on the upper lash line just gives it the effect that I want. Okay, we're gonna give the lashes a little bit of a curl. I do this now and then I curl my lashes one more time. It's usually after I'm done doing my hair and my mascara has fully dried. I'll go and curl them one more time. My mascara is Lash Paradise in the color Latte Brown. Again, I've switched over from using black eyeliner and mascara. Completely switched over to brown. I just love how it looks. I feel like it's not as harsh. I think it complements blue eyes. So that's it for mascara. Alrighty, and then that puts us at the final step for my makeup. Again, I can sit here and I look, I'm like, does this even look? Like, I like how it looks. When it how it comes across on camera, I'm like, do I even want to share this? Yes, the answer is yes. And you are going to see these clips because I am sharing this video because I really enjoy filming these, and I'm not going to let my own criticism stand in my way. Next up is the hair. We're going to go work on that. And I mentioned when I'm all done with my hair, I probably will forget to share it, but I go ahead and I just curl my lashes one more time to give them even more of a little lift. Right, let's move on to the hair. Okay, we are in my bathroom now, and we're gonna work on the hair. I go between my bedhead curling wand and my Chi flat iron. I go back and forth between those for adding curl. Today I'm feeling like, because I have, I know in the back I probably have some like wave happening. You can probably see that. I'm gonna grab my flat iron. So I'm gonna kind of straighten out some of these bumps up here. I'm gonna keep my hair pretty straight through the mids, and then at the end, I'm just gonna add some little curls. So let's get my flat iron heated up. Okay, so you see how I kind of have this like curl, something happening. We're gonna work on that, okay? Safety first. You're just gonna, when I say we, I mean I am going to just grab hair, straighten it out, just trying to get that little crimp out. And there are times where I will take the extra time to get all of these little crimps out in my hair. Today is not one of those days because I don't have time to do that. Okay, other side. All right, so now we're just going to take maybe like 1 inch sections. We're just gonna add some curl at the bottom here.
Cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does.
So I'll definitely play with like these pieces because we can't have that looking that straight. We're gonna do the other side and I'll show you the final product when I'm done. Okay, if I had a little more time, I would probably fiddle with this even more and I would try and make it more, I'd probably try and curl these pieces more to have it blend. But the reality is I did not leave time for that today. So the hair is going to be this way. It'll probably fall a little bit throughout the day, but just enough to give it a little bit of body down here. And my face framing bangs, grown out bangs slash face framing pieces are probably gonna bug me a little bit today, but when the work day starts, I don't have time to even like look in the mirror really. So anyways, that's it for the hair. I'm gonna check in to show you my outfit probably later today when we have some actual light to work with. You can stay tuned for that. All right, so makeup is done, hair is done. I'm gonna check back later with my outfit. All right guys, hopping on, I wanted to show you the last part of this get ready with me, which is my outfit. I'm gonna show you, probably do just a vertical clip. Just wanted to show you a few more things. So my hair, I just left it alone. It fell a little bit, all is well. I have on just a simple little gold hoop with my favorite cross necklace that I got recently from Alter State. And let me show you the outfit. This sweater is from Target and it's like it's like a knit cardigan, right? It's the Auden brand, which I believe is a sleepwear or like loungewear brand technically. I found it on clearance though in just the women's clothing section. I was just so drawn to this color. I love it and how cozy. I think I've shared it in a video before, but I love reaching for it, especially in these winter months. It just makes me think of like winter wonderland, cozy, and I'm obsessed with the color. And then these jeans are my 90s, I think they're called the 90s baggy jeans from Target. And I never thought I was a loose fitting jean type of girl. Now that I am postpartum, I'm a mama, they are just comfortable. Yeah, this is just a final look at the whole thing with everything put together. One more thing I wanted to mention. I carried this around with me all day. This is just a little clip I also got from Target. I was drawn to the color. So halfway through the day, I found myself, I would just clip up part of my hair. Just to add a little extra something, you know? All right, thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys. I'll see you in my next one.